I know a lot of you women wonder, why does the modern man cheat? Why do they go out and find other pleasurable endeavors? Well, I have the answer. I want to help you ladies out. It's two grand reasons I plan to break down, and I believe they are number one. And number two, one of them you have heard me talk about before, but I plan to break it down to the very last compound so that even the most squarest of you women will understand improvements that you can do that will keep men stuck and want to love you and marry you. My name is Leon, and I consider myself vastly experienced. And I'm going to give an example. With each of these examples that I talk about are reasons modern mans cheat, I'm going to give examples from my life that will give you a clearer understanding of what's going on with you. Number one, I'm jumping right into it. Number one, you heard me talk about before, and a lot of you may have took it lightly, but it is the truth, ladies. And I'm going to talk about this and try to make it as children friendly as possible, well, teenage friendly, because I believe our young ladies need to know, because a young lady's worth is needed to be protected, preserved, cared for. I would think every father would agree with me. Number one, it's the looseness of the walls, the glove, the box, the looseness. Even men the size that I am, and I'm not gonna get into, I want to say that the average male's member is 5.45 inches long. And it's a certain, I forget the exact circumference of the thickness, but it's something minor too, if I think, because I'm a full three better. I don't, let's keep on track. So if men are well above average and they're not able to feel a grip, because it's supposed to be, when a lady, when you think of your vaginal walls, when you think of your box, it's supposed to be a certain amount of pressure that is automatically applied when the modern man enters and exits and slides back and forth. But for too many ladies that become so active, my ladies, there is not a pressure that's applied. Now, this is what actively makes most men start to try to put you in certain positions and hit different angles. If you find yourself dealing with men and he wants to put you in this position called a huckabuck, he's bending your legs all the way back to your ears or as far as possible, and he's on his tippy toes and he's trying to do a certain amount of plunging to create friction somewhere. Maybe he only feels, as myself, I may only feel a certain degree of friction on the head of my member. Once I bend the lady up like a pretzel, and it's a certain flick way down there that I can get, that I have made a spot that I can feel a bit of friction. It creates a major exertion on men, and it's not a very pleasurable experience. This is why so many men will go somewhere else, because it's not enough pressure that's on his member during the whole intimate session. It's like, man, it's like every stroke should be like pleasurable. The whole, whatever it is, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches, 9, it should be the whole stroke of pressure being placed on said member. But it's not. And that's the reason a lot of men want to, have a better pleasurable pressure situation. We may love you. We may enjoy the way you look. We may find your body to be 8, 9, or 10. But if the box is not, it's a lackluster, pleasurable experience. Number 2, and this is the great one that people definitely don't understand. The first one, the pressure of the box, people don't talk about, because they say that the walls or the box shrinks back, and doctors will tell you this. But if a lady is actively, continuously having intimacy, no, it doesn't have the time to shrink back. It takes years. And if the lady, is actively having intimacy with different men and larger men, it's like the box doesn't have time to heal. Like it just doesn't. I just want to throw that in. I'm glad I didn't forget it. You got to have years of, or months and months of inactivity for the walls to come in. And a lot of ladies, or they will start to do kinkles, different exercise, kinkles, Kegel. Like if you you urinate on the toilet, because I'm making this video for ladies. You urinate on the toilet, you have a large urination, and you would let a little out, cut it off, and then let it go slowly, cut it off again, and you would be working your muscles along with other stomach exercise motions. Not just move and do a sit-up, but you would do the concentration ones where you curl up and you will squeeze your box muscles, and it will all create the ability for you to actively work those box muscles. So I hope this helps some ladies. And number 2, the number 2 is that sensual fiendishness. I know, I put those words together because that's my best way of describing the energy that comes from a lady. This is why so many men don't stay monogamous. It's that sensual fiendishness. You ladies wonder why, this guy go and cheat. My husband go and cheat with a woman who don't even look nowhere near good as me. She ain't got nothing. She keep using drugs and she's a drunkard. But one thing, ladies, you forget is that sensual fiendishness. What does it mean? How can I relate it to something? It's that passion. It's a strong urge and appetite to devour. It's as we see a person like a piece of cake, and we're going to ravish this cake. It may be slow, it may be sensual, but it's a fiendishness involved. See, most women, you just accommodate, a lot of men. You accommodate. They call it, like, you may be a flat backer where you just lay and you don't do nothing, or you just lay out with your arms and you let men, pleasure you, but it's not a certain energy that comes when you're in the midst of intimacy. I don't want to be too graphic, but you have mouth, you have hands, you have nails, you have legs. You got to touch and do things the whole course of the session. A man appreciates when his wife, his lady, or whatever lady is hungry. If you're not hungry, he's going to go somewhere else. He may come back to you. He loves you. But it's that component of hunger. And I call it sensual fiendishness. Do you have that hunger? Can you create that hunger? And I know, a lot of ladies don't got it in them. It's just not there. And even I done met whores that do a lot of like effing, and it's just they just do hump for a sport, and they just try to get the guy off, but they don't have that passionate streak, that sensual fiendishness, that sensual passionate fiendishness that creates a bond that's unmistakable. I hope this helps, ladies. Is there any comments, or is everybody just going to be silent? I just want to know that I helped one lady view and have a different perception so she can find her husband. It's not about being a whore. It's about making a connection that's spiritual. And I'm not saying it's all about whatever, but this is a huge component when it comes to men. Please comment below. Have a blessed one.